Hey there, Gemini, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your mid-month reading. This is going to be a reading for January 15th through the 31st, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Gemini, if this reading resonates and you want to book, wow. I say wow because Libra got the exact same card in the exact same placement in their recent past. Wow. Anywho, if this reading resonates and you want to book a personal reading, just send me an email. All the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, donation link is also below, and any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Lastly, if these readings resonate and you enjoy them, please give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment in the emoji section, or drop an emoji in the comment section. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Bottom of the deck, you get the Knight of Wands, and the main energy for this reading is the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of self-care and a lot of focus on yourself, but not in a selfish way. You are really taking care of yourself this month. You're prioritizing yourself. You're putting your needs, your desires, your stability first and foremost. And I like that. In the recent past, you get the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy here in the recent past. There is love. You have a lot of love for someone. There's happiness. Ten of Cups is one of the happiest cards in tarot. And you feel successful. You feel like, okay, we made it. I made it. Like, finally, the hard part's over. The difficulties are over. And I made it. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. The energies seem to be a little slow for you in the current situation. Something's stuck. Something feels like it's not moving. And I do see you not getting frustrated by that, but entering this place of, okay, well, let me evaluate. Let me figure out like why things are slowing down, why it's stuck, why something's not happening, why there's no forward progress. You're not freaking out, but you are trying to like analyze this from a logical perspective, almost like you're trying to solve a math problem. Like, okay, the energies were moving. Now they're not moving as fast. They're stuck. What happened? What changed? How can I get the ball rolling again? In the near future, you get the Empress, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Beautiful. Love. Obviously, everybody knows what the Two of Cups is. This person is all that in a bag of chips as far as you're concerned. And you're showing me like, I'm looking at this logically. So it's not like you're getting all swept up in the emotion and you're just like, oh, this person's the best thing ever, because, you know, it is emotional. There is emotion there, but it also makes sense. I like that. I really do like seeing that for you. So let's see. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles, which is the main energy for this reading. Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Judgment. You're recognizing that deep down you carry a lot of, it's almost like there's a sense internally of like unhappiness for some reason. There's stress, there's unhappiness, and you're focusing on yourself to really take care of that. I don't feel like the stress and unhappiness comes from this connection. It comes from an internal, something internal within you. Like on a higher self level, you're like, look, I need to take care of this. Like maybe you're just constantly like go, 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 go. Maybe you're so focused on like a connection or another person. And it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but you're showing me like deep down, I feel unhappy. I feel like stressed, and I recognize it. And the way for me to solve this, the way for me to take care of this is to take care of myself, to focus on myself, to nurture myself. Very introspective, but why the unhappiness? Like what's going on here? I feel like this has something other than like, this unhappiness does not seem to stem from this connection. Let's see, we'll clarify. Let's look at the recent past. Start off with the Six of Wands in the recent past. Six of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Cups. You get the Two of Cups again in the near future. You're showing me things are working. Things are building. Like you and this person are, in the recent past, I don't feel like it's full blown, I love you, you love me yet, but the feelings are there, right? And you're showing me this feels good because I'm giving 50%. This person's giving 50%. We're both building together towards relationship, towards like love, right? And it's only a matter of time until it becomes full-fledged love, until it goes from fun, flirty, you know, I care about you, you care about me, but we're not going to say the L word, to I love you, you love me. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Prince of Cups. The Prince is like the king, which you get again in the recent past. It's literally only a matter of time until these little baby love feelings turn into full-blown love in the recent past. And it feels good. It feels good to you. Let's look at the Ten of Cups in the recent past. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, which you get in the current situation, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're building. You and this person, the biggest emphasis that I see in the recent past is you're building together. You're both working on solidifying this connection, building trust, building a solid foundation so that this happiness that you're feeling, right? The ball keeps rolling, that there's no stops, there's no pauses, there's no like stop, go, right? Like you're working on building a very, very, very solid foundation. And it does make you happy, but I do constantly see, and this is where this unhappiness, like internal feeling of unhappiness could be. I do constantly see a fear for you of like things slowing down. So for some reason, like the way you're showing it to me is right now, it's full steam ahead. The ball's rolling. We're moving. We're creating. If it slows down even a little bit, that to you, for some reason, signals like not in a positive way. It signals as like beep, beep, alarm, alarm, alarm. Like slowing down is not good. It's not perceived as something good for you. And this is your own internal perception. So I don't know why, slowing down the pace equals bad in your mind, but that's how you're showing it to me in the recent past. Let's look at the King of Cups. King of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Lover, and the Seven of Cups. This is you. You really do love this person very, very, very much. And you also carry this innate fear of, because I love them so much, it's going to end. And it's going to end badly and it's going to hurt me. Now, I don't see that actually happening. But this is like an internal dialogue that you constantly have going on. And all it seems to do in the recent past is just overwhelm you, right? It emotionally throws you for a loop, which makes sense. If you're sitting here looking at your person, you're like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. But then in the back of your head, all you keep thinking is, but what if it ends? But what if it ends? Oh my God, if they leave me, I'm going to be shattered, right? Like if that's all that's going on in your head, obviously like you're going to feel like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. Again, now I understand why you're showing me like this is an internal fear, because this connection in the 3D world and the 5D seems to be moving in a good direction. Things are building, there's love developing, but it's this internal dialogue of fear of it's going to end, of it's going to stop, which kind of messes with you a little bit in the recent past. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles, clarify your current situation. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Death, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. You get the Six of Wands in the recent past in the same row. When I get repeating cards, it essentially ties the messages together for me. It's like solidifying it, as in like, yeah, I meant it the first time. There's a little bit of you playing make-believe here, but you're playing make-believe in a not so positive way. You're like, how would I respond if things were to end? How would I approach this whole situation if this person did leave me or if this connection did end, right? Now, you don't want to be playing this make-believe. Nobody sits there and is like, how hurt would I be if somebody abandoned me and left me and this connection ended? But for some reason, your brain can't help but jump to like, let's pretend, let's see how you would feel. Now you're showing me like, I know that I could overcome it. Like I know it's fine. And also I know that it's likely not going to happen because here in the 3D world, we're building, we're creating, all the energies are very, very positive. But in your head, sometimes you go to that little negative place of like, how would I feel if things ended? And then you kind of like stop yourself. You put a wall. You're like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Look how great everything here is in the 3D world. And then sometimes you bounce back into make-believe. So you may notice a little bit of that happening in the current situation. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles in the current situation. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the, the Art card, essentially, which is the Temperance in most texts. I was like, oh, Art. The Magician and the Two of Swords. Things are moving slowly, okay? They are slowing down a little bit. but it's okay because you and this person are in it for the long haul. And you know that, like, you're manifesting this connection being successful, stable, long term, but your brain can't help but have a little freak out moment of like, wait a minute, why are things slowing down? Why is the pace of this connection kind of slowing down? Again, I don't know why you look at this in like a not so positive light. Somewhere in your mind, slowing down the pace of the relationship equals bad. It's like a bad sign. It's an alarm bell. It's a red flag. It's like not good. And again, I don't see that here in the 3D world. I just see that in your internal world. Like that's how you perceive it. Let's look at the Hanged Man in the current situation. Hangman is clarified by the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Hierophant. Yeah, you love this person. And here in the 3D world, things seem to be working out, okay? This connection is deep. It's a very, very deep connection. You get the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You get the Queen of Swords again in the near future. It's a very, very deep connection, okay? But the universe is slowing things down on purpose. There's a reason for this. There's something that you're, like, the universe is trying to get you to understand something. And I feel like, again, I don't know what it is, but usually when I get the Hanged Man, it's like the energy slow down, they pause, they freeze for you to like understand something, realize something, come to this like internal aha moment and get that clarity. And it has to do with this connection, specifically with the deep connection. So whether it's, past connections, this connection, something has to do with love and deep connections that you need to realize. Now, again, based on these cards, it seems like you need to realize that slowing down is not necessarily a bad thing, that you have nothing to freak out about, and you maybe need to silence your mind and all these like negative make-believe games. I don't know. It's going to be different for each of you. The energies are slowing down, but it's not negative. It's just, it is what it is because the universe is trying to get you to realize something. And when you're constantly like, go, 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 you can't listen. You can't get that internal wisdom or internal guidance from the universe. So the universe is slowing it down so that it's quiet and so you can listen and connect with your higher self. Let's look at the near future. I want to see what the Empress is. The Empress is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the adjustment, which is the Justice, and the Six of Swords. Things are moving again. Things are picking up again. Everything kind of seems like it's being set right here in the near future, okay? That passion is back. The movement, remember how I said it slows down in the current situation? It's starting to pick up again in the near future, and it's almost like divine balance is restored. So it seems like whatever you were meant to get from the universe, whatever you needed to realize in the current situation, you got it. You realized it, and the universe is like, okay, we don't need to slow down anymore. Zoop, let's go. Nice. I like it. Very quick too. Like usually it takes people a while to like integrate these lessons and you're like, okay, I get it. I'm listening. I got it. Okay, let's move on. Very nice. Let's look at the Two of Cups in the near future. Two of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Queen of Cups. There's love here. Okay, there is love. It's deep love. You love your person. They love you. But that internal resistance that you have is still there on a deep level. So you got whatever message the universe was trying to get you to understand. But for some reason, there is still, I guess, like fear, like resistance. It's almost like, again, in the 3D world, everything's working, everything's moving. There's love and it goes both ways and it's reciprocated. But internally, you still have a little bit of that type of energy, like walls. But you're almost there. You're almost there. You'll get there. The Nine of Wands is literally all about just almost being there, almost being done with the difficult part. Let's look at the Queen of Swords in the near future. Okay, I only take 3 cards, but 4 came out. Now I understand why. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. You realize it. You realize it kind of like somehow in the near future clicks with you where you're like, oh, okay. So the energy slowing down are not necessarily a bad thing because look, we're still spending a lot of time together. We still have so much fun with each other. There's still love here. We even leveled up our love. Like we took the love, the emotion to the next level, whatever that is for each of you. And you come to this understanding of like, okay, just because things slow down, just because we're not always going 100 miles an hour with each other, right? that's not a bad thing. It's okay. The love is still there and it's growing and it's developing. You get it. It clicks for you in the near future. Nice, Gemini. Okay, let's see what the universe wants you to keep in mind for this reading. From the universe, you get the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Patience. I can see how attracted you are to this person. I can see how drawn you are to them. And I can see that you want to take big steps. Like if it were up to you, you're like, let's move in, let's get married tomorrow. Okay, over exaggeration, obviously, but you get what I'm saying, right? And you're showing me like, I understand that taking more time is okay. Like it doesn't have to always be 100 miles an hour, and that's fine and that's okay. And my attraction for this person is not going to fade. This person's attraction for me is not going to fade. This connection is not going to fade. It's okay. You're learning it. You're realizing it. Now keep in mind, you're getting it, right? Like it clicks for you in the near future. You may still have a few of these freak out moments in, the future, because again, once we understand something and we realize it, it still takes time for our emotions to kind of catch up. So just keep that in mind. But overall, really positive reading, Gemini. That's what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.